What's going on, fam? Welcome back. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day. We're back with another Divine Alignment Light Code message, and we are closing things out with your guardian angel and your shadow. And today it's all about the choice is yours. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, it's all about personal growth, development, self-discovery, self-realization, knowledge of self, and also self-mastery. Realizing like, hey, we don't know everything. So because once we know, we think we know everything, we stop growing. So it's all about leaving no stone unturned in your life, right? And doing our own research so we can gather our own perspective, so we can see things for ourselves versus being dictated into one perspective. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? So if you're new to the channel, Earth is a school. You here on your own hero's journey. You receive your message from the universe. That's the reason why you're viewing this presentation right now. Is divine synchronicity, okay? So I'm just one of the many messengers out here to remind you of your own greatness, to let you know you got this, okay? So be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get ready to lead on in. As always, our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth. So what does that mean? It's never too late to rewrite your story, but you need to do it now. But also, you be using these 7 hermetic principles every day, all day, every day, right? But they don't teach us this stuff in school, because they did, we wouldn't need them no more, right? So start learning a little bit, get some working knowledge with these 7 hermetic principles. I promise it's going to take you far. And also incorporate the 7 principles of my eye. This is going to keep you vibrating in your heart chakra, and also you can strengthen your own inner connection, your own inner divinity, right? So you can get those light code messages like I get, right? So you can share your experience with somebody else that needs your help. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. That should be super clear. So trust your own inner voice, your own energy. Everything matters. And when you use the numbers and just investigate in your own life, right, you're gonna find your own biorhythm and flow in life. Okay, so also invest in your mental health. Pay yourself first, right, before you pay any bill, and focus on them high quality thoughts. Having fun, right, keeps you in that heart chakra, using those 7 principles over here. But you got to be the example for others, right, to emulate. So don't talk about it, be about it, right? That's what it's all about. So it's all about unity consciousness, okay? Messages from the universal source within you, because you are your own universe, right? So I'm here to remind each and every one of you, and myself too, it's time for all of us to take full responsibility and accountability for our actions. We can no longer blame things outside of us for the things that are happening in our lives. We are triggering that cause that's going to make that effect bite us on the butt, okay? So whatever we doing, either good or bad, it's all been you. In other words, okay? But the universe always going to work in your favor when you're ready to grow, okay? And even if you don't want to grow, all right, it's going to show you all your deficiencies, so you can work on yourself sooner or later. So I'd rather do sooner than later, right? So what's going on right now, the reason why you're attracted to these presentations, you really want to start your own research. You receive your call to adventure like everybody else, right? The universe is going to line up the right people, place in the event to support your growth. All right, they're going to share their perspective, the things that work, the things that didn't work, and also they're going to share either some references or some tools that help them level up on their hero's journey, right? And like myself, I told you I made a lot of mistakes, but those mistakes gave me the experience that I need, because I got the knowledge, got the experience, and the experience made me wise. And I'm here to share my experience with you, because I know many of you guys could use this knowledge, okay? So what's going to happen, you still got to test things out for yourself, like these 7 hermetic principles that we talked about. So you can make your own mistakes, test things out for yourself, and find your own sweet spot, all right? And that way you can grow through your own personal transformation and atonement process. But your life is full of nothing but tests and lessons. So it's time to level up, okay? So please make a conscious, intentful effort to connect with nature and trust your own inner voice, your own energy, okay? So what I'm going to do, guys, the way I like to do it, and give you my own key points, my takeaways when it comes to, closing out things when it comes to your shadow, and the choice is yours, okay? Because you take a responsibility and accountability, right? Right. So I'm going to give you my key points, my takeaways. We're going to get out of here, all right? So underneath all the layers you hear before you manifest on this earth realm that have your human experience, right? You are a divine light being, okay? And you come through that portal of your mother, right? Either male, female, you here to gather your experience. You're going to get the knowledge, you're going to get the experience, and then over time it's going to make you wise, right? And you'll be able to share your ups and downs with other people that really need your help, okay? So you know, the principle of truth for 7, and he or she who knows these understandingly possess the magic key before whose touch of all doors of the temple fly open. And the temple they talking about is your mind, your queen's dome, and your king's dome, your head, right? So there are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. And to keep you fully functioning and operating your heart chakra, these are your core values, okay? Okay, so my eye is an ancient system of morals and values that's going to help guide your thought and behavior as you navigate into this matrix reality. Okay, so it is found in many cultures. Okay, so you know, let's strip all this religious stuff out of the way and let's go, you know, for stuff that's going to keep us vibrating high. And it's all about, you know, being in that love. You know, that's a good side and not so good side when it comes to love too. So remember that. But these 7 principles all boils down to truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, harmony, and lastly, the world is equally divided between good and evil, and your next act or next move on the chessboard gonna tilt that scale in either direction. So if you here to lift people up, tell people the truth, you know what I'm saying, and then how we can level up together, you know, synchronize or synthesize this information, right, so we can make each other better, right? Or you're going to slow people down, distract them because you don't know your purpose and mission in life, or you just don't have a purpose and mission in life but to distract people, right? So it's either or, okay? So let's talk about this shadow, and we're going to get you out of here, okay? But it's all about you, all right? So the shadow is a moral problem that challenges the whole ego personality, for no one can become conscious of the shadow without considerable moral effort. Now, so to become conscious of it involves, you know, recognize the dark aspects of your own personality as present and real, okay? So this act is essential. It's the essential condition for any kind of self-knowledge. Remember that. So this act is really essential. It's the essential condition for any kind of self-knowledge. And therefore, it, as a rule, is going to be met with a lot of resistance because you're going in the opposite direction. So when you want to better yourself, you're going to meet resistance because there are a lot of people that been in your circle, been having this outdated belief system. So you're going to be met with resistance. But your true power is truth, right? And you have all those references, those tools I've been sharing with you guys, and your own tools, and you can lead people to a references, you know, so they can gain their own enlightenment, okay? So don't worry about it. But indeed, self-knowledge as a psychotherapeutic measure frequently requires much painstaking work extended over a long period of time, but in the end it's gonna be well worth it because you're gonna be your own master. You're gonna master thyself, okay? So deep down inside, below the surface of the average man or woman's conscious, he or she hears a voice whispering, there's something not right about this. No matter how righteous it is supported by the public opinion or moral code, you know something's not quite right, right? So everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. But are you paying attention? So emotion is the chief source of consciousness. So there is no change from darkness to light or from inertia to movement without the energy of motion. That's energy in motion, okay? So as we get ready to you know, close things out here, when it comes to loneliness does not come from, you know, having no one around us, but instead of being unable to communicate the things that really matters most to us, all right? Like telling people the truth, you know, and also leading people to their own enlightenment instead of, you know, building a business around it, okay? So as you raise, you know, there's a cycle and season for everything, okay? But what are you doing in this present moment, okay? It's all about making each day count if I slow things down, okay? So make each day count as you know, increase your overall energy frequency and vibration, tune into yourself. You know, you will realize like your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart, okay? So the people that look outside, these people are dreaming. But the people that are going within, listen to their own inner voice, own energy, they are highly awake, okay? Because they really know what's going on. It's all about, you know, sharing that true, you know, love and compassion for people out there. They really want to better themselves. And that's what I want to do. I want to see everybody win because you are already a winner. And sometimes you just need a couple little cheat codes to get you going, right? Or a little push, right? So material items, you know, on your path, you realize that by now, or you will soon realize that material items, you know, people, places, and things gonna come and go in your life, but the knowledge of self, who you are and why you're here on the planet this time, that's way more important and it's longer lasting, and you can duplicate that knowledge, right? So if you don't learn anything else from these takeaways, from these presentations, please learn these 7 hermetic principles. Ralph Smart on YouTube. He can help you. All right. There's a good side, not so good side to everything. There's that divine masculine and feminine principle that we've been talking about, but it's also that neutral ground, which is equal that one force. But are you operating in harmony with yourself? Okay. So if you want to help, put things in perspective, please watch Astral City, A Spiritual Journey. On, you can watch the whole movie, Astral City, A Spiritual Journey. I repeat, Astral City, A Spiritual Journey. This will help put things in perspective for you. Okay. So the Prince of Lies, your true guardian angel, and at the end of the day, the choice is yours, and that's going to equal, taking responsibility for our actions. Okay. So if you want to get a better understanding and where I'm going with this information, I gotta tip my hat off to this guy, man. Denny Sargent, this guy put a lot of great information in this book. It would took me quite some time to put all my experience into a book, but I'm pretty pretty swift when it comes to these presentations, because like even without the book, I had this knowledge, what I'm saying. But this book will help somebody else, tie into this information, because this guy really put in the work. So Denny Sargent, Your Guardian Angel, and You can find more information in chapter 7. Okay. But it's about that iceberg effect, that inner outer experience, because those those inner feelings that you have, those thoughts, those emotions, they're gonna pile up on you, and then they're gonna manifest in your outer reality. Okay, and people gonna see you for who you truly are. All right. Are you here to lift people up, or are you here to tear people down? So let me give you my takeaways. Let me get you guys out of here. Okay. Number 1, the Prince of Lies. The dark side or the shadow is personified as the Prince of Lies. We done heard all these stories, right? We lie best when we lie to ourselves. I've been there too. It's all in the cartoons, the movie, but you just gotta pay attention with your spiritual eye open now, because when you know better, you want to do better, right? So the shadow lives within these lies and justification, and some true examples are, that inner voice will kick in, that shadow say, look at them, they deserve that for what happened, what they were doing, making fun of me or something like that, or it wasn't my fault. Or I didn't know, or I can't afford it. You are speaking these spells over your life, or into the lives of others, right? Number 2, self-deception is a great deception. Your higher self shines a big old floodlight of truth on everything you do and say as a cosmic reality check. All right, because that voice is there, right? There is no growth and comfort. So if you've been comfortable for a while, that means you're not growing. So it's time to be a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, growth requires change, right? Number 3, so how does this apply to your daily bond with your guardian angel? This lines up again with your conscious, that inner voice, your own energy, right? And you don't always listen to it. I was there too, especially when I was vibrating my lower nature, drinking a lot of liquor and alcohol, and pretty much dampening my true emotions and not expressing it to people so I can let it out, right? I was balling that stuff in and keeping that cap on it with alcohol and other distractions, right? But then I had to listen to that voice. Hey, you don't need these vices, man. Let that stuff go. Just tap into me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, right? But every time you lie, cheat, steal, gossip, and other ways, they manifest your shadow. Your intuition is there to let you really know the truth, okay, like I just shared with you. Number 4, your bond strengthens with your angel. Your awareness, of this, inner voice will grow as well. So the truth will become clear in the present moment, when you realize, what's right and what's wrong. At some point, we got to grow up, okay? All right, we're not children anymore. Number 5, your true guardian angel. Your shadow or ego will do its best to help you deceive yourself, okay? So please note, so working with your angel and your shadow is like a dual in nature. It's a package deal. You can't get one without the other. Everything, we live in a realm of duality, okay? So it's all, when you connect them with your higher self, your angels, your spiritual team, whatever you want to call it, right? When you connect them with these energies, right? Your angel or higher self, let me make sure I don't skip over that. Make sure it's all about your intent, and please discern. You're going to use these methods, modalities of prayer, meditation, and visualization daily to tune into your own frequencies. Note the phrase, tune in to your own frequency, okay? Number 6, your angel, your higher self would never order against your free true will, your ethics, your values, it would never cause, mental, physical, or emotional harm to you, or to encourage you to do that to others. That's your lower nature. Or punish you or build up your ego. Okay, now duties of your angel, of your higher self, right? It's gonna give you that nudge, that feeling, that total body awareness. It's gonna help guide, and walk you through this cause and effect journey, so you can find your own sweet spot with this cause and effect, action versus inaction. And then you'll start building your own core belief versus somebody else's belief outside of you. That's their own relationship, not yours, right? So let's work on our own personal relationship with our own energies, okay? And learn a life lesson at your own pace. Some people learn, quicker than others, right? As we get ready to close things out, all things are spiritual and part of your path, okay? So the biggest question you should ask yourself each and every day, okay, because you are full of nothing but situation and experience. No matter where you at, you got to ask yourself, like, man, what is this situation teaching me right now? What can I use from this situation that's going to help me, go to the next level, so I don't repeat these things over and over again? So as I close things out, again, the choice is yours. The world is full of people who choose to embrace that shadow, right? That lower vibration person, right? Drinking and not, focus on, the true purpose and mission of life path, Now, this is going to weaken your angelic connection. The alcohol, high, input of sugar content, right? So your body is your temple, all right? Clean that temple out, all right? So what you focus on most is going to grow each day. So what are you focusing on each day? So you may need to switch out the things that you focus on. You need to come up with your own programming, unless you want somebody else to program you, okay? So be prepared and open to connect with your higher consciousness, okay? Your higher consciousness, okay? Everyone has access to these natural internal energies as a choice, but it was hidden, okay? So I'm one of the messengers here to remind you, like, hey, you already know this stuff. You just got to tap in, okay? So if you are ready to learn and grow, your own personal guardian angel, your spiritual team, is here to help and guide you, not push or railroad your butt, okay? It's all about learn those lessons that we need to master so we can go to the next step, okay? So no one can help you, okay? They can give you some tools that you can use, but it's up to you to, to put those tools, to test those tools out and see if you can apply these things or not, or, if you can, actually do it faster or a better way, from your perspective. So test things out, okay? There's no cookie cutter recipe to life, but I'm here to let you know you got this, okay? We all been lied to. It's time to unlearn and relearn. So if you appreciate the content, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I really appreciate you, okay? And it's okay. I'm on your side here. I'm here to lift you up, not tear you down. So this has been my takeaways and my, closing things out when it comes to your guardian angel and your shadow. The choice is yours. As always, Earth is a school. Our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons, right? To gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth. It's never too late to rewrite your story, but you got to do it now. Share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Trust your own inner voice, your own energy, and follow your own biorhythm and flow of life. Okay, I love you. I appreciate you. Until next time, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.